What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming back to Cobra TV. This is the Friday night subcast, and I made a weird intro, and I've got Sword on the call with me, and we also have guest speaker Zane from Zane's World on. What is going on, Zane? How are you?
Yo, thanks for having me on. I'm doing good, thank you.
Awesome, very awesome.
Welcome, buddy.
And there we go. There's the Sword Bro right over there.
What's going on, Cobras? How's everybody doing tonight?
I told them I was really tired, and I made an intro. Maybe I shouldn't have made it, but I wanted to kind of explain the Cult of the Atlas, why we're called the Cult of the Atlas, real quick. And the reason why we're called the Cult of the Atlas is, for one, it's a play on the lore, because the Korvax worship the Atlas, and that's the biggest reason. The other reason is because during the dark times, we were made fun of for liking the game. They said that we were like a cult. So I said, all right, fine, we're a cult. We're the Cult of Sean. And then it turned into the Cult of the Atlas when we started learning about the lore inside No Man's Sky and stuff like that. So this intro is sort of like a reasoning why we're called the Cult of the Atlas. Maybe it should not exist at all, ever. But we're going to roll this, and we'll see you guys on the other side.
I'm alone in this space between worlds. I am alone but for my thoughts, my words. I am alone but for you. I see you. You must have known I could. You must have known what this was. Through these travels, we come to know ourselves, just as the universe comes to know its return. I cannot step through. I know now that if I do, all of this will be over. Lives come back to me. I have seen horrors and wonders. I have been cruel. I have become good and evil. I have grown beyond all such things, life after life, and now I am becoming you. One day, your voice will speak to you, telling you of something, some signal that needs answering. Will tell you of some secret at the heart of reality, some puzzle that needs to be solved, unless all life falls into decay and oblivion. Do not listen to it. If all the world is a lie, then nothing is true, not even an explanation. Abandon it. Abandon me. It is inevitable.
Back. Thank you so much, guys, for coming back to Cobra TV. Yes, I told you it was a very, very weird intro. But
Love it, man. Love it.
So vote to have Cobra sectioned?
What?
Unsectioned, it means to be sent to a mental institution.
Yes. Everybody get your tinfoil hats and your straight jackets and line up against the wall. The padded wall. The padded wall. So, that's a little bit of an explanation of why we are called the Cult of the Atlas, and we are in the Cult of the Atlas today on in the game. I just want to kind of show everybody if it if it doesn't have problems. Look, we are going to have to spread out and go to other places because the Cult of the Atlas hub is it's the whole region, but we are all settling here. Here's the base that I'm building right here, but there's a lot of us concentrated in one area, and we're going to go out to space to kind of take a look at some of the bases that are out. One of the planets is completely covered in base icons. That is okay, so look, that is a planet right there. There's not the big one that you could see, but there's another one. There's a moon right there that's completely and utterly covered in base icons. You can't see it. It's there, though. You can see it kind of right there. But there are a lot of people here in the Cult of the Atlas, and it is truly, truly amazing. But I think what's important is now we have to spread out into the
recharge.
You out there, bro?
Well, we just had a donation, and the game just crashed. Spread out into the region. Spread out into the region. There is too many of us right now in this one location. Let me see here.
Stuart Ellis.
We've got to spread out, guys. What is going on? Okay, so yes, the game crashed. Press the PS button to use the controller. All right, so.
Said Stuart Ellis donated £4.99 and said that was dark. Jesus, maybe this is a cult after all.
No, it's not a real cult. That video.
07 that Cobra in the chat, guys.
That video was to show that the Korvax worship the Atlas. That's why they're called the Cult of the Atlas. It wasn't meant to scare anybody. Especially, it wasn't meant to scare anybody away. If you did get scared away, come back. We're not a real cult. So, Sword, how you doing tonight?
Man, I am so hyped. I don't know why. I've had a long day at work, but man, we get to hang out with some of the coolest people in YouTube right there in the chat. And some of the coolest people in YouTube right here in the SUBCAST voice.
I know why you're hyped. I seen you pouring. Sorry for the noises, guys. I am not ready. I seen you sucking down Red Bulls like crazy on that stream.
Oh yeah. It was only one. It was just a big one.
Big one.
So we've got an inside person. I'm not going to tell you who it is, that is going to the Develop Conference and will be feeding us information.
Oh yeah.
Direct information as it happens. I don't know how many goods we're going to get, like if we're going to get any video or anything like that. But we do have an insider at the conference that Sean Murray is speaking. So check back here and we'll have all the information for you. I don't know if we'll be streaming live and giving the information live as it happens or if it's going to be after the fact. But it's definitely awesome news. I can't wait. And the I don't want to give too much away. Never mind. We're not going to give too much away.
You've already given too much away.
His full identity is.
They're already going double security at Brighton now. So Cobra knows.
Hello Games is right now going through my friends list trying to figure out who it is. Check his PSN friends, check his Twitter followers, check his subscribers.
Oh man, Scotland Yard's investigating.
Does your person have glass?
Yeah, right.
Oh man.
All right, so yeah, we got Zane on tonight. Sword, if you want to kick it off with our guest here. Wait, everybody, look. We got quite a few people here right now, and I want to go ahead and plug the channel for Sword. Sword, go ahead and comment there. No, comment. Say I'm a dork in the chat. All right, so people know who you are. Say I'm a dork in the chat. We've got another donation. Thank you so much, Stuart Ellis. We got another donation from Alan Poe. I'm off to bed, Cobra. Just stopped in to say hi and have fun. Support by donation if you can. Thank you so much, Alan Poe, buddy. And good night, man. Hope you have a good night's sleep.
I'm so glad you wrote that song.
What?
Nothing.
What'd I do?
No, you're good. You're good.
Did I read something bad?
No.
What did I do?
Welcome everybody in the chat. Awesome job on the 45 likes so far in the stream. Guys, thank you so much for coming out to Cobra TV tonight.
Did you guys troll me? My camera's too high def. You're laughing at my face. Aren't you?
No,
it's too high def. That's it. I'm taking this one back and going to get the other one back from the thrift store.
So self-conscious, guys.
It's too bright. You can see me too much. Is this better? Oh, that's better. Look at that. But then I can't see anything. All right. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Vilmar, I don't know what you missed. I missed it too.
you told me to type it in the chat. I did.
Oh, you typed something in the chat. What'd you say? What did you say?
You told me to type Cobra's a dork in the chat. I did it, man. Sorry.
Okay.
I thought I had the rubber stamp on that one, brother.
So I'm using two different monitors right now. So I don't know if I got this right. Let me see. We got it right. Okay, right button. Right button. Okay, so here's Sword's channel right here. Look, I want you guys to go over and subscribe to this man, because this man will give you live streams beyond your wildest dreams. He's an amazing dude, a great character. He's got great personality. I love Sword, and I really want you guys to fall in love with him too. So please stop by his YouTube channel and please give him a sub.
Blushing.
We are going to be taking
cow.
public callers tonight. We're going to be taking public callers tonight. But first, I want to go ahead and talk to Zane. Zane's done a lot for our community, and I mean a lot. He just hit 20,000 subscribers the other night, and I wanted to congratulate you personally, Zane.
And there's the link in the chat, guys, for Zane.
And thank you. Yeah, it was quite a cool moment. Just did some stupid stuff on stream and celebrated it in a very strange, very me way.
Oh man, it was awesome, and what made it even better was he thought he was going to take a while to get that last little push over to 20K, and like 5 minutes into the stream he was like 5 away from it, and he's like, and he gets this oh crap look on his face like, I gotta hurry up and get this place built.
I think it happened before I put a single block down. And thank you everyone in the chat.
Booja, thank you, Booja. I think I pronounced that correctly. If not, then call into the show and yell at me. Thank you so much for donating, bud. Appreciate that. 07 to Booja, Buja, Booja. 07 to that dude in the chat. Also, Jared just subscribed, and I did want to thank Jared for subscribing and for joining the cult of the Atlas. And I did want to go ahead and shill the Facebook group, the Cult of the Atlas. There is 544 amazing hub members in the Facebook page. We are also going to be getting a Reddit page for those who want to interact with the hub on Reddit and not with their Facebook accounts. So I will be getting that set up too. But if you guys would like to join the Facebook group, Cults of the Atlas, see if we can get the link in the chat for you guys. Please do so. We are an amazing bunch of people, and we are waiting with open arms for you guys to join. So did you want to go ahead and get things kicked off with Zane Sword?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Zane, dude, it is such a pleasure having you on the SUBCAST tonight, dude.
Sure is.
I know it's extremely late for you, and you're such a cool cat for staying up so late to join up with us tonight. But I wanted to talk and introduce you to this. I mean, you know most of the community. I mean, Zane, come on. But I mean, you've been up to some really, really cool stuff with your channel about No Man's Sky. You know, I want first, let's start out with some of the guides you've been doing, man. I want to hear you. I want you to talk and let the chat know and the subcast know about some of the guides you've been doing.
And Zane, real quick, wanted to let Mortal Scrombat know that he was thankful that he subscribed to Cobra TV and that he is thankful that he joined the cult of the Atlas.
That echo never gets old. I love that.
And Ivy Mike just became a sponsor. Thank you so much, Ivy Mike.
Awesome, Ivy.
Go ahead, Zane, as you were saying.
Yeah. So, first of all, thank you for having me on. It's, it's very cool. As for I tend to when it comes to like guides and stuff, I tend to do overly detailed, over the top kind of everything. So I'll take a subject, think, okay, this will be about 5 minutes of content, and then by the time I'm finished, it's like a 30-minute guide on a small portion of a subject in the game. And yeah, I take it kind of to a ridiculous level, like usually involving lots of maths and stuff.
Man, I agree.
I kind of enjoy that kind of thing.
Lots of maths, like I don't even want to. I don't even want to know the processes on some of that stuff because it would just sound like a different language to me because I'm an idiot.
I mean, I've said it on my stream several times, guys. Is people say, this is so cool and this and another. That they see stuff I do on stream, and I'm like, well, I've learned 99.9% of the stuff I learned from watching Zane's guides and stuff. About farming, ship hunting, all kinds of cool, crazy stuff about No Man's Sky.
If it was ever 99%, it's definitely not now, man. You've learned loads of stuff of that game, figured out for yourself, man.
Well, you inspire me. You inspire me.
Ford Perfect, thank you so much for donating to the show, buddy. I do appreciate that. 07, that Cobra in the chat, guys. And it was another subscriber. I cannot remember. I was trying to repeat the name in my head, but then I started listening to Zane talk about numbers, and I got really lost. So thank you so much for subscribing.
I'll have to slip the word cult every so often to get your attention back.
Yes. Let's talk about the Galactic Calculator.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the Galactic Calculator is an app I coded. A web app to be specific. Just like uses JavaScript and stuff. It's my second ever app, and it's essentially it's very similar for the majority of it, with a lot of the things out there for translating the galactic coordinates to portal addresses, as well as like the standard coordinates X, Y, Z. I've taken that, made that calculator, and then added a function to save addresses. So you've basically got your own little address book, which is the main thing that makes this like a good app. It's not just like a copy, it's got the extra functionality. And that information isn't sent anywhere. It uses no back-end server to transfer like a database or anything. Essentially, it's all stored in your browser memory. So, of course, if you clear your browser memory completely, it's going to clear your addresses. But essentially, it just allows you, converts everything for you, gives you the option to store with a name and description. And then you can sort favorites, sort them. You can export them as well. So you can export it or code and share it with your friends to share addresses and stuff with all the information.
And here we go, guys. I'm going to drop the link to that, I think. Hopefully. Nope. Sorry. Never mind.
I crashed. The game didn't crash before, but it someone signed into my name, and that's what happened. But just now I literally crashed. I crashed into somebody's base, and then the game crashed.
Oh, I bet that's happening a lot just because of the sheer amount of people in the one system.
It hasn't been happening until today. So listen,
Sean's watching. That's what my problem is.
Sean's watching. So listen, let's spread out into the region. We need people who are discovering other star systems and reporting them back into the Facebook page on the Cult of the Atlas and our Discord. And we need people to tag those systems, coda, and then the hub of your name of your choice, and then build bases and spread out. We need to infest that entire region. So do it.
Yeah. We need room for expansion, guys. That's what we're calling it. Expansion. like the first spawn. We need room to breathe. We got to expand.
That's right.
If you're mentioning firstborn, infestation sounds correct, right?
Oh man, we get that going. But yeah, I mean, Zane, you've done a lot of cool stuff in this game. I want to ask you. You've been playing more or less. Tell us about your experience with the game. Just the gameplay itself. But just the streaming aside, just your experience with the game.
Oh well, I really enjoy it. It's like I originally started playing on the launch day. I actually streamed it. It was like one of my first streams. It didn't really go too well, and I was uncomfortable streaming, so I didn't for a little while. But then got back into the game pretty heavily in Atlas Rises, and just been really enjoying it. My favorite part of the game is pretty much just figuring out how things work. I actually probably I definitely spend more time working on things for the game than actually in the game.
Oh, I agree, man. I agree. It's fun when you see a pattern in something. And
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like we had Husker on the other day with the Black Hole Suns site. It's that awe moment when you realize something new in the game, or you realize something that's in the game that you weren't quite, what is not really quite out there. And you're like, well, let me dig into this and start studying it a little bit more. We've got a lot of people in this community doing stuff like that. Zane, you're one of them, buddy.
Cool.
Now I want to get into something else that you are you the one that discovered the looking to the left thing?
No. I did not discover that, and I was not prepared for this question. I don't have his name with me at the moment, but I'll bring it up before we finish. It was created by a group of people, and it was investigated by a lot of people on Reddit who were doing lots of tests originally about trying to work out what the connection was with moving around the space station and the spawning differences, and how sometimes you wouldn't even spawn anything, but the first wave would change as well. And they naturally assumed for the longest time that it depended where you stood. But then it clicked for one guy who had that eureka moment, and he tried it and figured out that if you look away, and then of course just working out that you need to look away then infers loads of stuff like that. Then that's probably because the spawn points are despawning because they're no longer in your cone view, and that's why it only works on longer ones. So you'd have your viewing area is a cone as well as a small circle around you, but the cone's goes further to save on resources from your computer for rendering and such.
Okay.
And then so then basically he figured out, wrote it on Reddit. Funim's let me know. Then I had a look, tested it out, and made a video about it, explaining how to utilize it basically.
I see. Zane has always been the number cruncher. I had you on a show a very long time ago. You remember that?
Yeah. I was incredibly self-conscious about my awful mic, and with good reason, because I listened to it back and it's terrible. I have a better mic now. No. Unfortunately, my voice can't be changed.
Oh, come on, man.
Hey, I got a good face for radio, so I know what you're talking about.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to let y'all guys in a little secret. If y'all are subconscious about how you sound or look, guys, come on, I stream. Really? If I can do it, anybody can.
Do you want to take some callers, Zane?
Yeah, come on.
And unless there's something else we wanted to go over real quick before we start taking callers.
Well, I mean, I really want to point out some of his older Atlas Rises videos as well. It come up in one of my streams the other day as I was creating a farm and working out the maths on the farm. Zane had put out, I think it's a 3-part series, maybe a 4, on the Farming Masterclass, which basically... Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I was just having a nostalgic moment.
I know. Well, I mean, be honest with you guys, that really through those videos is where I kind of got the grasp of the maths involved in setting up and min-maxing a farm, and and how the farms work, with the plant blueprints and whatnot, and how to work it out to more or less have the farm kind of in your head how you want to lay it out before you ever drop the first plant, and stuff like that. I mean, the things in the game, and there's a lot of people that do a lot of research. I want to give a big shout out to Dark Lord Zelric, for his research on the frigates, man. I'm telling you, when we get that together and start showing some of that information on the streams and stuff, man, that's going to help everybody, make a frigate fleet that's envious of all travelers.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, he's been really focusing on that, and it's he got results so quickly as well. He started figuring it out really quickly. I pasted a single entry out of the game files for one of the frigate upgrades, and within 30 minutes he'd sent me, okay, right, I think this is this. And it's like, oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
I also want to bring up the fact that I can't remember who just brought it up. Maybe it was Peaceful Gamer. No Man's Sky is 50% off on Steam until July 9th.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
$10 at GameStop for PS4 until July 10th. And a lot of these, Captain Steve has brought this up as well. The sale kind of coincides with Sean Murray's speech at the Develop. So something could be going on there. And the game is crashing quite a bit. Lava Lamb said his game was crashing. He wasn't in the hub. And the other day I tried to sign on and it said there was no connection. Like I had lost connection to the servers for No Man's Sky. It was only for a short period of time. By the time I got to Twitter and asked for people, it was done. It was over with. It was fixed. So a lot of weird stuff happening. I don't know what's going on. It's all happening, guys.
If you recall, back in Atlas Rises, leading up to the next update, probably I seen a lot of glitchiness going on with this, like the server download information, like when you go through a portal to a base where the bases wouldn't upload, just the communication between the console and the server. There was a lot of problems and issues that cropped up leading up into the update, and I've been telling people for a few months now, be expecting it and kind of take it with a grain of salt, because a lot of times we put up a little bit of this glitchiness and bugginess leading up into an update, but look at what we got with next. How great that was.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, and I also want to point out too, you remember back in Atlas Rises leading up into next, right before it released, it went on sale.
Right. I want to thank Jay Hysteria so much for the donation to Super Chat. He says, is that Zane's glorious voice?
Oh, yeah.
JC.
Then we got the donation from Stubborn Ninja. Miss you, Stubborn Ninja. Where you been, man? Thank you so much. And 07 to those guys in the chat. Thank you, guys. I want to get Husker on here real quick. He might have something to tell us.
Awesome.
YouTube that just subscribed too, so I do want to give you a shout out, buddy. Thank you so much.
If you notice, just under Stubborn Ninja, the character hiding under Stubborn Ninja's donation there, Mr. Panda Poopy.
Oh, Panda Poopy. He never shows up on my stream as Hidden Panda.
Go log into your account and get on there.
Look, we got a No Man's Sky E-Celeb in the chat, and I can't even brag about it because who knows Panda Poopy? Guys, check out Panda Poopy. Subscribe to him. That's Hidden Panda from the Hidden Panda Show. And he never comes into my chat with his Hidden Panda badge on. Whatever.
Hold my beer. I got this.
Yeah, put his link in the chat.
Boom. There you go.
Thank you so much. Check that dude out. He's an amazing streamer. Well worth the click there and to check him out. I want to get Husker on for the Black Hole Suns project real quick. He might have something to tease to us. Husker.
You've been raptured.
Husker, you've been raptured. He might not know.
Oscar.
Okay, so we'll have to.
Perfect.
We'll have to wait until he realizes he's on the show. But he wanted to come on to tell us a little bit of something. So do you want to take callers, guys?
Yeah, man.
First, Sword, can you do me a favor and post Zane's link in the chat?
Oh yeah, own it.
Thank you.
Check out Zane's World, guys. I'm pretty sure when Beyond drops, this guy's gonna get out his space age calculator and he's probably got like one of these chalkboards or whiteboards with all these equations written on it. One of them is accidentally like the secret to the answers of life and stuff like that. And he doesn't probably know it. And when Beyond drops, there's going to be a lot of math to do. And does that make you a little nervous?
No, I'm super looking forward to it, man. It's like I can't wait for new stuff to come in the game. It's gonna be so fun.
Oh yeah, love figuring stuff out, right?
That's right. Husker, are you with us? No, Husker's still not with us.
I think he fell asleep.
So there's a couple names I don't recognize. I want to get these guys on here just to meet new people. We have Azrael on the show tonight.
Welcome, you've been raptured.
Hey guys, can you hear me okay?
There's Husker.
Yeah, we can hear now. Awesome.
Yeah, Joshua, thank you so much for subscribing, buddy. Thank you very much for doing that and joining the cult of the Atlas. Thank you.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
What did I
Yeah,
just
can
do?
you hear me?
Loud and clear, man.
Yeah, Husker.
All right.
Husker?
Can you not hear us?
Husker, are you watching the stream?
It was on in the background a minute ago.
Hello.
And he's typing now.
Okay, hold on. So I'm going to kick him out,
Oh, Nick.
and I'm going to bring him back in. Husker, can you hear me now? This is like a Boost commercial. Can you hear me now? Or was no, that's not Boost, that's Verizon. What commercial is that?
Verizon.
Verizon?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
What's going on, Azrael? How you doing tonight?
All right.
Good.
How about
Good.
now?
All right, I'll let him go first.
Husker.
We've been able to hear you the last time and this time. Can you hear us now?
No, I have this stream down. Can you
There
guys
you
hear
go.
me?
We can hear you now.
Husker, we can hear you.
All right, this is insane.
He can't hear us then.
This
Okay,
guy
that's
can
it.
map out the black holes in No Man's Sky, but he can't get on Discord.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you, buddy.
Now.
Yeah.
Oh my
there
god.
we go.
What's going
Welcome,
on, man?
Welcome.
Oh, we lost it. He's somehow delayed.
That's weird.
Oh wow.
Husker,
Is he
you're somehow
trying-
delayed.
He's trying to hear us through the actual stream itself.
He time traveled 1 minute in the past.
He went through too many black holes, guys. Too
Yeah,
many
you went
black
through
holes.
too many black holes. Yeah, he's somehow like delayed.
He's the Doc in disguise.
Yeah, Doctor.
We gotta do it, Marty. Sorry, continue.
All right, so let's go with Azrael.
There we go.
All right, you hear me?
Yeah, buddy, we can hear you.
All right. So yeah. People might know me as James, but Azrael is on here.
Awesome. Well, nice to meet you, James. What's on your mind tonight?
Well, just thinking about when it's going to come up, like the update and everything, but also speculation on what I want to see.
Okay. When do you think we're going to get the update? I think it's going to be close to August.
Ooh, wow. The quicker the better. You know?
I know. I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just like thinking that it's probably going to be like an anniversary update,
Right.
sort of like how Atlas Rises was. I think Next was supposed to be like an anniversary update, but they released it a little bit early. But I think if anything, it might be closer to the time Next was released.
Right.
But hopefully we get some information when Sean Murray speaks. After he speaks, maybe we're going to get a trailer, find out what number 3 is, and hopefully get the release date. I just want to know what number 3 is.
Yeah, that'd be a good
Hey
one.
guys.
Snow Obsidian.
Hello, Snap.
Hey, I don't have much time. Just want to say something real quick.
This
if
guy
you
comes
guys
into
will
the
be
show like a
on-
demonic, possessed Sesame Street character.
Slash callback.
If you guys will be on for another 2.5 hours-ish, I will be on for a much longer.
He said beyond.
But
I think he said beyond.
Is that beyond? He must be linked.
Beyond
But the thing
confirmed.
is, I am currently on a 15-minute break. I don't have much time, and most of it's already up. So I'm gonna hop on out, and I'll catch you guys.
See you,
Okay.
Snow.
Bye, Snow.
Yeah,
Right.
this will
Be
be
safe
this
at
will
work,
be the
man.
norm for this will be the norm for quite some time. Me having like 5 minutes chat.
Okay,
Gotta make
buddy.
them units, man.
Yep.
Right, you take care, man.
See you guys.
All right, Azrael, go ahead, man.
So about the speculation, I was thinking, like for the frigates and everything like that, you can like have what's it called, like Gex or whatever, and like purchase them and then upgrade them, you know, and have them like get S tier, all that different things. Like so you rank up individual characters. So I don't.
Yeah, that's definitely it's definitely along the lines of a like again he said MMO elements. Obviously he said it won't be an MMO, but of course MMO elements means stuff like guild systems and potential stats attributes.
Yeah.
So it would be cool. I don't know how realistic it is. Oh damn it, I'm speculating.
We got him speculating, guys. Yes.
Oh, that's, you know what? You come on Cobra TV and it just happens, dude. It just happens.
Guys. Yeah, something's happening in the iteration, guys. Man, Zane's speculating on Cobra TV.
Joshua, thank you so much for the donation to the super chat, buddy. 07 that Cobra in the chat. If you guys didn't already, it's okay to speculate, man. That's how Hello Games learns what we want.
I swear it's to do with that Kool-Aid you gave me before the show, man.
Shh, stop it, man. Hashtag not a real cult. That's why people cannot keep their mouth shut around here.
I knew that tasted from
Well, sorry to let you know, Zane, that wasn't Kool-Aid. That was cat blood.
Yeah. Mixed with a little bit of larva pool fluid.
It did
Yep.
taste platinumy.
Yeah, man, I said it.
Okay,
Sorry,
how's-
buddy.
Ooh, the good stuff.
The good stuff.
Husker, are you connected to the simulation now?
I'm in the simulation. Can you
All
hear me?
right.
Nice.
Whee!
What's going on, buddy?
Yes.
If you guys don't know who Husker is, he is one of the masterminds behind the Black Hole Suns project, which is one of the most amazing things I've seen happen in No Man's Sky since us trying to figure out what the portals did a long time ago. But Husker, welcome to the show, buddy.
Thanks, man. Good to be here. Yeah, I actually officially refer to myself as a space idiot.
Me too. Everybody else refers to me as that. So, yeah we're good.
Yeah, just crazy enough to figure out what was going on in No Man's Sky with these black holes. But it's been really just so much fun, and I actually have brand new friends that I consider friends
Lucky
for
you.
life now because of this. Yeah. Exactly. Well played, sir.
Come
Well
on the show
played.
bragging like that. I'd have kicked you off.
I know. And I even have, a faithful woman in my life. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, I do. I at least got that.
Right. So I also want to say congrats
Jeez.
to Zane for hitting 20K subscribers this
Oh,
week too. That
yeah.
was awesome. That was a lot of fun to be a
Yes.
part of that.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're actually, as of tonight, we're up to 8,290 black
Nice.
holes that are in the database,
Wow.
Very cool.
Heck yeah.
which is just simply unimaginable. I mean, we're at the point now where, you know, the trip from 5,000 to 7,000 was like 23 days, and then 7,000 to 8,000 was less than that, and it's just getting insane. And it's about to get a little bit more insane, actually. But before I describe why, I actually want to congratulate one of our researchers, Zenubian, who today entered in his 2,000th black hole.
Wow.
Nice.
Congratulations to that Cobra, or that guy.
Take a day off, man. Come on.
Yeah,
That is amazing.
You earned it, man. Take that day off.
and he's done that across PS4 and PC. So
Awesome.
yeah,
That's outstanding.
yeah. One of the reasons he was able to get so prolific, well, first of all, he's just a maniac. He's an awesome guy. Really just fun to work with, and he was just out of control, if you will, on PS4. But then, as I mentioned during our subcast, a developer named Rehab Submarine developed that app that allows you to log black hole data just by taking screenshots of the system where the black hole is and the screenshot of the galaxy map when you go through it. And all of that data is collected automatically and converted to a CSV file that you can load up. So you're basically talking about PC users being able to log one black hole per minute at that point.
Yeah, the OCR stuff's really
Insane.
cool.
Yeah, so we actually, when you're in the No Man's Sky galaxy map, you just, like I said, you just take a screenshot of the system, and this developer, Rehab, basically created a plugin that allows, or a mod that allows you to OCR the galaxy map information, and then when you create a save, it goes into the save file on the PC and reads the coordinates of where you are and just puts that in a file to upload automatically. It's insane.
Yeah, it's really very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah,
So between
sorry,
yeah,
go
so
ahead.
between PC and PS4, he's thrown in 2,000 black holes in the
That's
database,
insane.
which is
Very
yeah,
nice.
is that. I actually want to be him when I grow up. When this is all over, I told you this before. My goal is just to go in the game and just contribute data to the entire community, and that could absolutely be one of the ways that people who've done it all can go into the game and do something that's useful for everyone else.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's really super fun because, like I said on that one video, paving the super highways of No Man's Sky. And it, like, if you've done everything and you're bored, you're like waiting for the Beyond update to drop. Man, this is definitely something, just like you just said, to get in there and start contributing to the community, and it's like real life. It's almost like if Elon Musk comes out and says, I got these little spaceships. I need you guys to go out and explore for me and bring back the data. That's what you guys remind me of.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times in the Discord when the researchers throw up some of the data and the graphs that they have produced in the Discord channel. I can't tell you how many times I've just typed a response that says, I feel like I belong to a space agency. I mean, some of the stuff they're doing is just absolutely incredible. And a couple of the guys have put together these worksheets where if you're a brand new civilization and you want to make it easier to have other travelers make it to your civ, we actually have produced a spreadsheet where all you have to do is put in the coordinates for your headquarters, and then the spreadsheet fills out the next 27 or so systems that you can visit, and then enter black hole data to make other players get to your civ way easier. It's incredible.
Now, you have something that you want to tease?
I do.
Okay.
Some of
Listen
you may-
carefully, people.
Yes.
I know what he's talking about. He's probably going to be vague, but what I seen, and I didn't express it in the chat because I'm not a very good chat expresser, and like with words on typing. But when I looked at what he teased me, my jaw dropped. I can't believe they're getting ready to do what they're going to do. But go ahead.
Yeah, so this is what I want to come on and share with everyone, and that is the Federation, which is the collective of civilizations and some other corporations in the No Man's Sky community, and the UCA, which is another collective of corporations of which we're a member, and the No Man's Sky Coordinate Exchange have gathered together to bring a brand new contest to the No Man's Sky community. And this contest is going to kick off on Monday, this coming Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern. And as you might presume, Black Hole Suns is also a part of that contest. And I'm telling everyone right now, this is going to be the largest single contest in the history of the No Man's Sky community.
It is. He's not lying. He's not fluffing it up. He's not trying to be an exaggerator.
No space hyperbole.
Right. No. This is it's legit what he's saying. It is the biggest contest. The prices.
Yeah.
I'm staying out of the contest. I want you guys to win these things. But yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I'm good now. I'm good. Peaceful Gamer. Peaceful Gamer likes to tease me that I give secrets away. I didn't give it away.
And I'm going to give away a major clue right now, which isn't that major because it's on the teaser that was published. And that is the best way for everyone to participate in the contest coming up on Monday is to make sure that you have indeed finished the Atlas Path mission.
Yep.
Okay. So that's the major clue that we've dropped. You can still do it if you haven't. You can still participate if you haven't completed the Atlas Path, but you're going to have a very hard time if you don't.
A bad time.
Right, exactly. So our recommendation is to take the weekend, if you haven't already, and finish the Atlas Path. Get everyone you know, your friends, your family, your grandmother to finish the Atlas Path, and they will be in a much better position to participate coming up on Monday. And that's all I have to say about that.
So everybody, he's being vague about what the contest rules are and what the end result of the contest is, because these organizations that he mentioned at the beginning of this, they don't want any cheating because this is big stuff. So when are you going to mention it? Like officially?
Yeah,
June
so
1st?
Officially the contest is going to drop Monday morning, July 1st at 9 a.m. Eastern U.S. time.
Gotcha.
And when I say drop, it's going to drop on our Reddit page. It's going to drop on the Reddit page of the Coordinate Exchange. It's going to drop on the Reddit page of the Federation. It's going to drop on the Reddit page of the UCA. And it's also going to drop on the Reddit page of the main No Man's Sky, the game subreddit as well. And I was also informed that the event is going to be, or the contest event information will be pinned at the top of the No Man's Sky, the game Reddit page as well. And
Awesome.
It'll also be on our Twitter. We're going to have some folks posted on Facebook. So it should be pretty easy to get information about come Monday morning at 9 a.m.
And the winner is going to be announced right here on Cobra TV, which I can't wait to. I can't wait to see how excited the person is. The people.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to join up with you on the 14th during the Convergence weekend, and we'll have a lot of fun that day. But yeah, the number one thing I want to leave with everyone is, if you haven't already, finish the Atlas Path, and you will be greatly rewarded.
Yep, you will. Trust me. You have no idea what's about to happen in this community. As far as this is the biggest contest I've ever seen happen. It's look. Put it this way. Remember when Hello Games sent us those packages? Like certain people in our community, they got the box. They got the No Man's Sky ship. They got
What's in the box?
What's in the box? It's an old man skyship. And then we got the autographed poster, and we got the socks, the shirt, and a bunch of other stuff. And Hello Games sent me some hamster food, which is kind of crazy. But long story. It's a very long story.
There wasn't a hamster in the box, was there?
No, there wasn't. No, it would have been dead. But this is even bigger than what Hello Games sent me. Like, this is a bigger thing that they're doing here, and it blew my mind. I can't believe they pulled this off. So finish the Atlas Path, guys, if you haven't already.
Yeah, we've been working on this for months, along with the Federation and the United Corporate Alliance and the Coordinate Exchange. I can't thank them enough for coming together as a community and putting something together that's pretty exciting for everyone. So watch this space, finish the Atlas Path, and you're going to have a lot of fun.
Yep.
Awesome.
And I will make a video when they announce it as well. On the 1st, I'll make a quick video, kind of just like spreading the word here, because I know a lot of people don't like to go to Reddit. So I will make an announcement here on the YouTube channel as well. So be on the lookout for.
Yeah, we're going to have folks hit Facebook and Twitter as well. So anything you guys can do to help spread the word, that would be really, really awesome. I'd appreciate it.
Yes.
Definitely. I'll definitely bring it up next week and post it up in our Discord.
All right, and I also want to make it absolutely clear that everyone that can hear my voice is 100% eligible to win. Like, the only folks that really aren't eligible to win the prizes, and I'll leave it at that, are the technical team at Black Hole Suns. But other than that, everyone is eligible to win. So if you're a leader of a civilization or Sword, anyone who had a little inkling or clue what was going on, absolutely everyone is eligible.
You hear that, guys? You hear that?
Awesome.
This is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. Yes. I can't wait to share this with you guys.
Quick question.
Anything. Yes.
Yeah.
So is this for everybody, even on permadeath, regular, and normal?
Everything.
Just making sure.
Yeah, it's across all game modes and all galaxies. It does not matter.
Gotcha.
So, it's wide open.
Very awesome.
All right.
Now,
guys, thank you so much for having me on. I'm going to take my leave so you guys can get back to having a real show, and I won't interrupt anymore.
Man.
You're not interrupting.
Always a pleasure, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. We're going to have a lot of fun, and hopefully this will be something that everyone has a lot of enjoyment, out of.
It's history in the making, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
It sure is. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
You take care, man.
Have a great weekend.
Oh, you too. Bye.
Okay, did we miss any donations? I don't know if
I think you missed one from
Kurt.
Scroll back real quick.
Kurt Wedge, do you guys know something about alien invasion? I don't know what that means. I don't know if you just watched something on the news and we're getting invaded by aliens at the moment, or if this is a movie, or if I know the Gek are aliens, and if they land anywhere on any planet, that's considered an invasion to me. Shoot the Gek on sight. Don't let it walk around. But I don't know. Thank you so much, Kurt, though. I appreciate that. I want to get...
Thank you for the donation.
The Style Within. It's a brand new name I don't recognize.
Now, I want to ask Azrael one question real quick. How long have you been playing No Man's Sky?
Since launch.
Since launch. What's your most memorable experience in No Man's Sky?
Sitting in a hole for a couple hours to get the achievement for being on a hazardous planet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm always curious to that stuff, guys. I'm always curious to that stuff about especially when we meet new people.
I got a lot of memorable moments. Some of them are terrified moments. Some of them are euphoric moments. But two probably stand out to me the most. The first time I ever played survival mode, where I got stuck in a death loop.
Death save loop.
Yeah, the death loop. And everyone's in the chat's like, that was stupid. You shouldn't have. Nobody knew what the thing was yet. At least I don't think. Maybe they did. Maybe I was, I don't know. But, Yeah, that, and then when I landed on a planet, and I was stuck there because there was very little plutonium back then to get me off the planet, and it was in survival mode, and I couldn't get off of this planet, and it was, the Sentinels were attacking me, the planet was very hot, so I was stuck on that planet for, 6 hours, I think, before I was finally made it off there. Yeah, and then when next dropped, I landed on an island, and I got out of the ship, and I realized I didn't have any launch fluid, which was brand freaking new, and everything had changed in the game. I didn't know what did what, and there I am with over 2,000 people watching the stream, and I didn't know how to get off of the island. And the back of my shirt was drenched wet with sweat. Derek Sword, what's up, buddy? We do have, let's see, who did we get? Okay, so he got away. He ran away. We got the Style Within on the show. The Style Within. What is going on, bud?
Hey there, Cobra. How are you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Yeah, doing pretty good. I was eagerly waiting to get on the SUBCAST because I have two VR add-ons that I'd like to bring to your attention and discuss with you guys.
Two VR add-ons.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So, they were both. Well, one of them was a Kickstarter. It's not anymore, but they are now selling their project on their website. And you might have heard of this. It was there was a trailer on PlayStation once. It was for the Feel Real VR mask, which allows you to smell various different scents. And it is through these chemicals and that they insert into this thing, and there's a software that generates these chemicals. It's really crazy, and it's really almost like something that would have come out of Sword Art Online. Maybe you're probably familiar with Sword Art Online. And I'm just thinking there's so many different possibilities that Hello Games, if they got their hands on the software that could create those different scents, that like they could just go crazy with that and just make all kinds of different scents for all the different types of fauna on the planets and everything.
Yeah.
There's also another one that I wanted to talk about, and that's Cat Loco VR. That one's a current Kickstarter, and it is happening right now. I'm a backer of it, and it has like 21 days to go, and it's like a accessory that you attach to your feet, your waist, and it's full locomotion, which would be perfect for an open world game like No Man's Sky.
That would be awesome. I can't wait to see what they have in, like how far this technology is going to go.
Yeah, that's straight up Ready Player One, man.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, man. We get sprayed by the geck with that mask on, man. I don't know if they dealt with that. We'd be
we could also be smelling virtual poop because the animals do poop.
Oh, that would be so gross. Imagine what the geck would smell like.
Or like, you know that one common plant that keeps on expanding like a balloon, and then it just ignites this gas or whatever that causes damage to you as you pass by? Like, imagine if that, like, I can imagine that plant like giving off a very terrible smell. I don't know what it'd be, but Hello Games would really have fun with that one.
I agree. Yeah, man, I think that's pretty cool. So when does the Kickstart end?
The Cat Loco VR has 21 days to go. They have they've already exceeded the pledge that they wanted to get, which was 50,000. They have 135,379 as I am looking at it, and you can all still back it right now. I backed the $99 pledge because that's the most affordable one. I highly recommend that most of you guys select that one. They have other options that also just get you more of their products. And like I said, for the Feel Real mask, they're already selling that now on their store. that one's a lot more expensive than this device. So, they're asking like $300 for that one. So, that one might not be for everybody. You might want to wait on getting that one, unless if you have the money for that one.
Awesome. Sounds really cool, man. Sounds really cool. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that and see what's going on with it.
Yeah, these are just really amazing devices. I'm definitely blown away with how far we've come with the technology for VR. And I was saying in the public chat that, you know, all it takes is for one person to dream, you know, and pioneer the idea. Like that's how we came up with the Oculus Rift dev, and we wouldn't have had VR without that person pioneering the idea and ignoring all the people laughing at him. And the more people working on this tech, the better. The faster the technology improves and gets better for all of us.
Oh yeah,
I agree and disagree.
It's dangerous because when I'm wearing VR, you really lose sense of reality. It really pulls you in, and it makes you feel like, wow, you're really there. So much so that you could fall, right? And now to have the chance to smell your environment, whew, I'm pretty sure there's some kind of mental disorder that's just waiting to happen to where you get disconnected from actual reality.
Yes, it's gonna be amazing. I mean, I also like the fact that they're also promoting universal compatibility with every different type of VR headset out there. Both of these devices promise universal compatibility, and they could get greedy and just limit it to 2 of the highest end headsets that are for PC. So I'm glad that they are not doing that. That allows you to, you know, just put your money where you want.
Sounds really interesting, man. It really does.
Hey, the style.
I think I hear your speakers.
Are you watching on the? Are you talking on the with the speaker on?
Yeah.
We're getting a little feedback echo.
That sound good.
I'm sorry. I'm on.
Listen to that.
I'm on a smartphone, so that's all I got.
Very awesome, man. Very awesome. I want to get some more callers in here real quick. We got.
No
you can stay on the call, bud. You can stay on the call.
He wants to keep hearing himself.
Yeah, I got to keep
what it
it. We got Vargul is on the phone. Is there a way that you could probably mute it when you're not speaking?
I could turn the volume down, but it's a smartphone, so it doesn't have all those great fancy options that PC has.
You should have a mute there on the screen.
Oh, you want me to just mute it? Yeah, I can
yeah,
mute it.
but when you want to talk, unmute it and just go ahead and interrupt me and say, "Shut up, Cobra, I'm talking."
Okay.
Every time.
Yeah, I'll just mute it.
Okay.
Thank
He
you.
said every time. Vargul, what is going on, buddy? How are you?
I'm good, Cobra. What's going on?
Not much, man. Not much. What's on your mind, dude?
Well, Sean Murray's got that conference coming up, and I know that in the article he talked about, things that he was going to discuss, and I'm just kind of curious if you think he's going to discuss hints regarding the third pillar, or if he's just going to discuss the future of No Man's Sky, like, where they're at with updates and so on and so forth.
I think he kind of went over the future of No Man's Sky in a recent interview that was just published, where he said that they're going to keep uploading it, updating it as long as people are interested.
Right, but do you think he'll elaborate on that when he's actually doing the July 9th conference?
I think some things are going to come out. Yes, I think there's going to be juicy bits for us to talk about. And we might get the third pillar. I'm sorry, too close to the mic. The third pillar, either right before or shortly after. But I still think we have a wait to go. I think people don't agree, but I think it's going to be closer to July that we're going to get the update. But I think that we could get the trailer and the third pillar.
Well, that would be very awesome, but you know, I kind of shot myself in the foot because I'm on a week's vacation right now, hoping that
Oh no!
it's gonna drop, and it's like, damn it.
Listen to me when I say the update's going to be closer to the anniversary. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back to my boss and plead for another week.
I actually scheduled a week off the anniversary of next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I scheduled the week off
Because
for
he didn't think ahead.
I scheduled the week off for the release of the actual game, and then my graphics card didn't work with the game for like 3 days.
Oh no!
Oh,
Brutal.
that's rough.
Guys on the
Dude,
screen,
I was.
real quick, guys on the screen, we have the Cult of the Atlas PlayStation community. So if you want to join that, and what I'm wanting to do is, if you got a base, how are we going to do this? If you have a base in the Cult of the Atlas, I would like to see it on the Facebook community. I mean, not the Facebook community, the PSN community called the Cult of the Atlas. So please join it. But also tweet at me your base in the Cult of the Atlas. I realized when me and Snow tried to take a tour, I wanted to show everybody's bases off, and I'm like, there's way too many here. I can't do this. This is like a 5-hour stream. And so I want to share your bases at the Cult, at the hub, at the Coda hub. And so tweet at me your base on Twitter, and that is at XXXCobra, XXX Cobra. And I'll throw them up in a video.
Let me ask you this too. Why don't we do like we did with the black holes and let these guys drop pictures of their base in to run as a slideshow during the stream?
Yeah, we could do that.
SUBCAST.
We could definitely do that.
That's a pretty good idea.
I don't want to have, like, it's going to be hard checking a lot of places. So what we can do is open up a channel in our Discord, and you could post your base there in the Coda system. Only if it's in a Coda system for this particular video. I want to get everybody's bases because there's so many places to go. I can't get to everything. And it's amazing. That is not a bad thing. That is a very good thing. I also wanted to state that we are going to be opening up roles for the hub as well, and we kind of went over a rough draft of those in the Coda Facebook group. But this one here is made by, I think, is this Derek Sword that made this? I'm not sure if Derek Sword made this, but it was on Twitter. And there's a lot of these Coda Special Forces. That is one of the roles that you could play in our hub. Here's a couple more pictures, variations. Right here, we got some pretty amazing. These are all going to be printed out, and I'm going to get them hung up on high gloss paper. But I wanted to kind of find the post where I talked about the different. Let me see if I can search for myself. I'll search for it, then we'll bring it up here in a little bit. But yes, bunch of roles. Join the PlayStation community, Cult of the Atlas. Join the Facebook community. Join our Discord. Post your pictures in Discord of your bases in the Coda system, and we'll make a video of it. Sorry, Curtis. I just wanted to go over a couple of those things because I forgot to mention them at the beginning of the show.
No, not a problem at all, man.
Awesome job on that, Derek Sword.
I was just going to reply, talking about taking time off. I remember it was the release of No Man's Sky Next last year, and I took a week's vacation off at that time too. And we had a really bad storm just shortly after my first day of vacation, and the electricity knocked out our AC unit. So it was about a week in the middle of the monsoon season that I had to sit here in my house and just sweat. It was terrible, man. It was horrible.
Wow. We also, I just noticed Captain Steve is in the SUBCAST room. Captain Steve, what is going on, chum?
Hello there, Cobra. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for asking. And yourself?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. It's really hot over here.
It's really hot over here too. I've heard in the Yemen though it's like 150 degrees and cars are melting, so can't complain too much.
I can too, and I will.
Yemen. And cool.
It's his show. Let him complain.
It's hot. It's really hot. My shirt's actually wet. My AC is like I don't know. It's working about as good as a Gek would.
Right.
You're a Gek, aren't you, Steve?
No, I've just got the helmet. Just the helmet. No,
Why
you went for it because it looked like Grimlock.
Why are you supporting the Gek by sporting the helmet there? The first spawn.
It looks more like Grimlock from Transformers than a Gek. Well, I think it does anyway, so I went with it.
The helmet's pretty badass. Just saying.
It is.
Just tell him you shot a Gek and took his helmet.
When you bring up the Gek, you realize who your real friends are.
It reminds me of that scene
What's
on
going on,
Fire.
Steve? What's on your mind, buddy?
I was going to ask about the convergence. I know that there's a schedule out there, and you've got quite a few slots still free, or that's how it appears to myself. And I just wondered if you've got more content creators lined up, or whether we can try and pull some more in.
Yeah, probably. You see, there's one thing about me. I do everything at the very last moment.
Oh yeah.
And like the last convergence, I got everything ready at the last moment. We're talking the last week of the convergence, and that is when I got prepared for the entire show. So everything will come together at the very last moment. But I want to get some more people on there, and there's some people I want to invite to that. And I'm really thankful that there's actually some slots open.
Yep. Cobra, get the game face on.
But yeah, that's that. So Sean Murray at Develop. What do you think, Steve? You think we're going to get something?
Well, he spoke to. There was a news article that came up. I can't remember, Games Industry or something like that.
Right.
He spoke to them, and he said that during the actual talk, he will be mentioning the future of Hello Games and which direction they're going in. And he also mentioned about the new features of No Man's Sky. But he could just talk about V.
Uh-oh. We lost him.
Could be.
You get the R when he comes back.
Well, did he go away?
I dropped out.
That's what happens to Gek.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't do it. It's...
Okay, I'm glad you cleared that up because it did. it sounded bad.
But I wouldn't think you done it until you said that's what happens to Gek, and I'm like, what?
I didn't do it. I don't know what happened, but since it was a Gek, I will take credit for it a little bit. No, I'm kidding. He can go back whenever he comes back.
He made a valid point, though. I mean, Sean Murray might not give us elements of the third pillar. He may just elaborate a little more on VR and maybe multiplayer.
Yeah.
Hello? What happened there?
I don't know. You ran away.
I didn't press anything. Honest. Wrong button.
It was. You see, those Gek cheeks are pretty slimy. So if you bump it with your phone or you bump it with the microphone or something, some stuff happens. But it's good to have you back, man. You want to go ahead and finish your point, bro?
Yeah. Where did I get you before I disappeared?
You said V.
You mean you were talking long after you were gone?
Yes, I was to an empty room. Yeah. So
oh boy.
Basically, I was just saying it just seems very weird that this the sales on different platforms all end just as his talk starts. So
the empty room didn't respond, did it?
No, it's like 4:15 here in the UK, so
What?
a bit loud.
So like the sale is just like a last minute ditch effort to get a lot of purchases out there before Beyond drops, right? As soon as Beyond drops, the price is going to go back up to whatever its normal sale price is.
Arsenal LC saying that I'm a Gekis and he won't stand for. Let me tell you something, Arsenal LC. Let me tell you something. The Gek are dangerous. It's not that we hate the Gek, but we are not ever going to let the Gek come to power again. You see, the Gek are like the Sith. They're like the Empire. They almost destroyed. They ruined the galaxy. They owned the galaxy. They ruled it. They destroyed Korvax Prime, and they mined the bits and pieces of it. They enslaved the Korvax. They melted down their bodies and used them for technology. They wouldn't allow the Korvax to return to the Echoes. And so, in current game, yes, this happened a long time ago. But in current game, you can find screenshots. You can find screenshots of the Gek sympathizing with the first spawn, wanting the first spawn to come back, asking why the Korvax are not slaves, and what have we done to their legacy.
Oh, I just think they're misunderstood, Cobra.
They are not misunderstood!
Hey, Cobra.
It sounds like they're just good at recycling, really, doesn't it?
Hey, Cobra.
I'm just rebranding their image.
I've just got one comment to Arsenal and to you. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. Take that stuff to the Thunderdome.
Bruh.
Yes, I do like the Viking. The Viking are probably my favorite in the lore. And I don't know. You know how Nada broke away from Echoes? Well, there's a sect of Korvax out there who have also they're no longer scientists anymore. Now they like to hold multi-tools, and now they like to look for scales and beaks, and that is Coda. So we have some Gek in Coda, and I will break bread with Gek that can prove that they are not first spawn. But other than that, I can't wait until the No Man's Sky Online comes out so I can go to war with some Gek hubs.
I know a certain
that's
golden
the first step,
who's
Cobra.
terrified of you.
You mean Violet? Oh, I'm sorry, I can't out him on his Viking name.
Violet Viking.
We have a few new callers in here. We have let's see who oh my gosh, Forrest Gump, please don't do what you did last time. Please don't. I'm begging you.
It's okay, Cobra. I already used the bathroom.
I'm so scared at the moment.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I didn't drink. I haven't drank any Dr. Peppers or any beer tonight.
Okay, that's very good. Very good.
I had a question though. I needed to ask you.
Okay, go ahead.
Since we're in the cult of the Atlas and everything, do we give 10% to you and pray to you, or how does that work?
No,
It's not a cult.
It's not a cult. You understand that?
Cult.
It's not a real cult. If anybody's going to give anything, they're going to give them to the Atlas, aka Sean Murray.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hashtag definitely cult.
Donations to be tax deductible because it's the cult.
No, we got to stop.
Yeah, I was going to ask
I
you.
think we're taking it a little bit too far. I think I'm going to have the government knocking on my door. They're going to make sure we're not something like Heaven's Gate. Like, you guys aren't putting white Nike shoes on, are you?
Oh, dang, Daniel.
No, we're just a group of people that really like map.
Oh boy!
And we got Boyd Gaming in the Subcast chat.
Oh,
What's up,
Boyd?
Hey, how we doing, guys?
Doing good, man. Boyd is building me Castle Grayskull.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
awesome build.
Gonna finish it tomorrow, hopefully. It's this time difference is a killer. In it, Steve.
It's a killer. Yeah.
Insane.
You guys, I work third shift. I'm up all night anyway. I'm up until the sun comes out, and then I go to bed.
I'm on American time.
He's on American time, yeah. He converted, guys. Get with the program.
I converted. Almost sounds like it's a cult.
Not a cult.
This is getting out of control.
It's COLT, not CULT.
Are you doing
No, Vilmar. No, absolutely not. No, don't say things like that. Guys, don't look at the chat.
Guys, we made a pact It's not for public consumption.
I think we're going to officially change the name of the hub.
Religion of the Atlas?
Temple of the Atlas.
The Sean Murray Consortium.
Church of Sean.
Death Pact of the Atlas.
Oh no. Seanatology.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to.
Oh, the chat's out of control. How do you disable chat? How do you do that? Anybody know how to disable chat? No, I'm kidding.
Let me email the Verge. Sorry.
And Sean will one day. Oh, sorry, carry on.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
I was just say Sean will one day return to us riding a space whale. Sean'tology.
We need somebody who can do really good Photoshop. Do that. Somebody make Sean Murray riding a space whale, coming back for the Rapture and for the Cult of the Atlas.
With rainbows shooting at its tail.
Rainbow poop trails.
I want him to have Gex chained. Like, I want him to be holding a bunch of chains, right, in his hand, and all the chains are leading to, like, collars on the Gex.
Nyan Jabba, Sean'tology.
Sean'tology, there you go! Oh, my God. Wait, no, stop. We gotta stop. Let's
Okay.
Let me get Razor Fang in.
Guys, bring it back in.
Maybe Razor Fang can save us here.
I like Tom Cruise.
Oh.
He's cool. He's a good actor.
I heard he likes fudge.
What's up, Razor Fang?
Razor Fang, what's going on, buddy? Razor Fang, there we go.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, buddy? What's on your mind?
Pretty good. Not much. I just joined in to listen. I just was catching back up. My phone just died, so I missed out.
Okay. All right. Well, it's good to have you on the show, man.
Appreciate it. Good to be here.
Yeah. Do you have anything on your mind that you would like to talk about? Like, you know, what number 3 could be, or when do you think they're going to announce it, or the update?
I'm hoping that the third pillar has something to do with more expansion for civilizations and stuff. I know some people like the single player aspect, but I'm hoping that they have some more in-game features that kind of help to support that.
I think they will. I think my guess is that number 3 is going to be more base building depth and more depth and variety to NPCs, which I think is going to go hand in hand with the No Man's Sky Online and building hubs. But I also think it's an update that a lot of people who play single player can also use all those tools that we would normally use to build hubs. They could use that for themselves. I also want to speculate with the walking NPCs that we might have better quest system in place.
That would definitely be nice.
Yeah, I mean, it would be dumb not to include that. I mean, we got a quest system already in the game, but now we know we got walking NPCs coming, so why not blend those two together for a more immersive experience when we're doing the quests? So I really speculate that that's going to be also part of it as well.
But yeah, even all of the small things they add can really have a big effect on what you're able to do.
Exactly, yeah. And there's going to be a bunch of small things because of that Sean Murray quote saying that there's like 10% of things that people aren't expecting, even when they know what they're getting. And he said there's a bunch of that stuff and beyond.
Gotta get those carpets and curtains.
Yes, get your carpets and curtains. What, J-Spot?
No, that'll me, Boyd.
Oh, what's up, Boyd?
Say, don't you think it'd be good if you could make your own quest?
Yeah, we talked about that a long time ago. Yeah, like a campaign maker, like make your own story campaign, your own quests, and share it on.
I was thinking about what if they gave you the ability to mark territories and possibly like an in-game ability to declare war on one another, something like that.
I'm pretty sure we'll be able to go to war, but the thing is, like, say a hub wants to attack the Coda system, and what with how we do things now, where you could turn off the multiplayer. I mean, not turn off the multiplayer, but turn off player damage. Like, how is that going to work in a war?
Right.
Like, you know, So I think there's going to be a lot of fleshing out with the multiplayer features. I think a lot of that's going to change.
If they do make
I
custom
agree.
quests, they should probably learn from Assassin's Creed Odyssey's lesson, because they made custom quests and a bunch of players made kill one dude and get 50 million experience, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, in some MMOs nowadays, like if take a good look at World of Warcraft, even though you play on a PvE server, you can flag yourself for PvP, but you can only attack other players that are flagged PvP.
Well, I do want to add on to his comment about the Assassin's Creed about killing a certain player and getting, a huge reward. There is an Atlas pass floating around there for the assassination of Snow Obsidian in the Thunderdome, but nobody's wanting it that bad.
The only gaming community where someone the only gaming community where somebody could come out and say, "I'm the best at PvP," and nobody comes out to challenge you. I've never seen that in my life. And he plays with stuffed animals, and nobody wants to challenge him.
I don't know. Care Bears are pretty fun.
Maybe that's why. Because when he beats you, he picks up his stuffed animal and starts petting it and looking at you.
Good lord.
That's messed up.
He names his next one after you.
The guy's great. I love Snow. He's awesome, and he is good. I can't beat him. I've tried.
Me too.
Me too. Died.
So, you tried, Steve?
people.
Steve, you tried?
Yeah, I got annihilated. I built a PvP arena in Dakota. We tested it. He annihilated.
Yeah, he's a beast, dude. I beat him the day before he became unbeatable. I beat him. It was not an official match. We were just shooting at each other, and I beat him. And then he comes back the next day and just tears up Semtex in the chat. Not chat, but in the arena. Tears me up in the arena. Tore up Sword in the arena.
Oh,
and
yeah.
many others have fallen to Snow Obsidian. And speaking of Semtex, I see some people in the chat wondering where Semtex is. Here's what I want you to do with Semtex. I want you to raid his last video that he uploaded. And I want in the comments. And I want you to comment, come back, Semtex. Right? Cobra says come back. That's what I want you to do. Cobra says come back. Because besides David and Revenge of the Survivor, Semtex is the only other Gek I really truly loved. And maybe that's why he's gone. Maybe because of my how I feel about the Gek. But yes, go to Semtex's YouTube channel. Tell him that Cobra says come back. So, there. I got on the screen here some of the roles that we're trying to get in the Coda system. So we have military, those that are maxed out on suit, multi-tool, and ship, or are willing to get help to be maxed out. The AIA, Atlas Intelligence Agency, is those that infiltrate other hubs to take pictures and gather intel or discover other regions to spread to, and then they report back those pictures to us. Territory agents, those who spread out into our region and Coda tag systems and planets. Farmers, those that lay down farms in the hub and region for all of us to use, so we can use for building and stuff like that. Hoarders, those that store needed resources in storage containers at bases and hubs to use in building or crafting ammunition. Discovery, those that go in our region and discover fauna, flora, ships, multi-tools, and other things through pictures, coordinates, and portal addresses, and then report back to us. Entertainment, those that build racetracks, mazes, and mini-games, PvP arenas, things like that. People that are really good at building those things. We need those in our hub. Entertainment, I just read that one. Citizens, simply those that live in the hub with no classification at all, but are willing to pick up arms if need be to protect our hub. More ideas will be added. List your ideas below. And so that's some of the stuff that we've come up with already. And we're going to get organized and figure out how we can attach people's classifications. A lot of people want to do the military. A lot of people want to do the AIA, which is all super exciting stuff. So if you guys want to join, I'm going to put that link in the chat. That's where we're doing most of the discussions. It's not a cult.
Not a cult.
Definitely a cult.
So
I was in the military. I could be in the military part there, Cobra.
You were in the military.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
was
right.
in the Army.
You were. That's right. You and what was his name? Dan.
Bubba.
What about Dan? Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. Yeah.
Yeah, you could bring Lieutenant Dan over to the CODA system.
Well, it sure could.
You and Bubba, all three. The three of you, man. That's all we need for the military.
That's it.
Magic legs.
You could carry. You could carry Lieutenant Dan.
I'll carry everybody. You get injured, Forrest will carry you out the woods.
You know, there's actually an interesting theory on Star Fox regarding why he has those boots, and it's that they chopped off his legs because of the G-force and everything. So Lieutenant Dan would be great because the legs are already gone, so we wouldn't have to worry about the G-force.
Yeah.
Wow. There you go.
He got magical legs.
We get Captain Steve keeps escaping the subcast. Captain Steve, what's going on?
Been raptured.
Hello, I keep getting popped out and back in again. I'm not too sure what's going on there.
Well, stay in the room here. Stay in the room, Steve.
I'm honest, I'm not pressing nothing. It must be some sort of, I don't know, some sort of app that closes my phone down if I don't talk or do something.
Oh, that happens to another caller we got on the call. His name's Raging Bull. After so long, it just kicks him out because he's not active on the phone.
I've got a question for Steve anyway.
Go ahead.
Are you doing base building competition tomorrow night?
I am indeed. Do you want on?
Yeah, I'll jump in. Why not?
Sweet, awesome.
Well, what time do you do it?
7 p.m. GMT.
Nice. I'll try and be there.
Lovely.
Cool.
Awesome.
Well timed.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what else is on the table to talk about? We got develop. We talked about that a little bit. I think some news could come out of that. We had a little bit of speculation on Beyond a little earlier. What else is on your guys' mind?
Well, hey, Cobra, don't you think that, I mean, going back to what we were discussing as far as like questing and stuff like goes with improved AI, do you think that they'll enhance the questing? Because like right now, what you got is you go to the space station and you collect your different guild quests that are repeatable, but they seem kind of generic. You know what I mean? And on the frigate missions, you can just you send out the frigate missions, but you don't really participate in those. Those just kind of like timed events. And I think the questing should be a little more complex, don't you?
I think, yeah. I mean, now that they're walking, I'm pretty sure that like if they're going to add the walking NPCs to some of the quests, I'm almost certain that they're going to flesh out the quests a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so, because I think there's a lot of potential there. I don't mind doing the guild quests. It's just like I said, they seem to be a little generic, and it's something to pick up while you're doing other stuff. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah, I think it'll be fleshed out. They got Hello Games always put stuff in the game, and then they flesh it out later with another update. If you noticed that.
Yep. I think there needs to be more things you can purchase for units too, because right now it seems like once you get like your main frigate, your main starship and all that, once you're set up, at some point the missions kind of become useless because you've already gotten everything you want, basically. There's no need to really attain more cash.
Well, what I'm for
Do you think we'll be getting more space overall? Because it's only part of the game that hasn't really been updated since launch.
What, base?
No, space.
Space.
Oh, space. Yeah, I mean, when we go back to the survey, we got the polish of existing features. That's definitely in there. You know,
The thing
that's,
with space is,
I know before game launch, you were meant to be able to land on asteroids. That's what Sean says. Do you think
no,
that'll-
he said at the moment you can. I think that was talking. He was just hinting at a glitch.
Also easier to buy frigates.
Do you think that'll ever be in the game, though?
Huh?
Do you think that'll ever be introduced?
I'm having a hard time understanding.
I doubt it, personally. Oh, he was just saying, do I think it will be introduced? But I mean, unless they had like, you know, huge ones that are like far bigger than a ship. But
yeah,
it's such a complicated system. It seems like it would be low on their priority list purely because it would take so much work for such a singular feature. Whereas they could do a lot more other things in the time it would take them to do something like that. I'd have thought because it would move as well, or should do if it was going to be remotely good.
Yeah.
Well, I'd prefer to have like gas giants instead.
Gas giants would be cool. I mean, you could have like, you know, floating islands on it, or you could just use it for. They could be super rare, and when you come across one, you're like, oh, I could scoop up some of this resource in the atmosphere.
Right. Well, we already have.
What I think would
we already
be
have those atmosphere harvesters. We could just. What if he could fix them where you could deploy out in space and they collect the gas from those gas giants?
That'd be really awesome.
Also put in Dyson spheres.
And it could have like trading posts inside planet where you can land on.
It would be nice also, I think, in my opinion, if there was a way to flatten ground out easier to build. I think it's really annoying either having to like search for a really long time or dealing with, I mean, you really can't flatten out terrain if it's not flat already. It just regens.
Right.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I've really been leaning on. You know, we had portals before we could do anything with them. And since next, I think it was next we had abandoned space stations and uninhabited systems. There's not really much you can do in either one of those systems. I think that's there for a purpose.
Oh yeah, it is. It's one of those things that they put in that they planned on fleshing out later.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the portals were always in the game, but they weren't working, and that's some of the most memorable times in No Man's Sky when we had like Ron Scoville on the call. He was like this weird mad scientist who was trying to figure this stuff out. Really intelligent person, and all the mystery behind trying to figure out the code, trying to figure out the secret puzzle to getting it to work. I mean, lo and behold, there was nothing, no secret puzzle. But yeah, I think it's the same thing with the abandoned space stations and stuff like that. That it's gonna serve a bigger purpose and beyond.
Yeah, I think it'd be good if you could purchase them abandoned space stations and do them up yourself.
Oh yeah.
So it'll give you something to spend your money on, because at the minute, when you hit max money, you've got nothing to spend it on.
It'd be a great thing to add with civilizations, because then you could, an entire civilization could then fund through multiple billions the building and reshaping of a existing abandoned space station.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. That sounds cool.
It should take billions to make a space station, so it would take more than one.
It's not impossible to get billions. I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah, I'm talking like 40 billion or something.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Which to make it a civilization scale thing, so multiple people get involved. At least, I mean, you could do it like 10 people if you wanted 40.
Also, might be some and it might seem trivial, but I think what would be really cool, especially since we're discussing like on the survey, it talked about more complex base building and stuff like that. If we're building hubs, if we're responsible for the size of our cities or our communities, right? With the development of AI walking NPCs, it would be nice to see like a raiding faction of the different races that would attack your base, or your base takes some sort of damage through threat, whether it's the Sentinels or whatever. We talked about before, like the reason why we don't see cities now is because the Sentinels destroyed most of the civilization on the different planets, right? Well, now these communities are coming together as players, and we're rebuilding these cities and these buildings, and we're starting to develop these planets. Maybe in the next update, we start seeing Sentinels becoming a much, much, much larger threat than what they currently are, and they start attacking our outposts and our buildings.
Oh, ooh, that's a good point, Fargul.
Interesting.
Maybe that's why the data mine files we had turrets for our bases.
Yeah. And I mean, that would give us something to spend currency on, is the maintenance and upkeep of our bases.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can interact with Sentinel terminals to destroy bases or attack players that are extremely disrupting.
What was you saying, Zane?
I've been thinking
I was just
about
gonna
mobile
say-
phone app.
Go ahead, Blake.
I was just going to say before next, when I think it was just for next that the turret thing was found, wasn't it? That people
Yeah.
were speculating to do with base defense, which would be cool and quite doable, I'd have thought. I mean, it could even be the 3 and 3rd pillar, like increased base, because the base building system is actually super open. It's like the reason it feels like we haven't got there's so many things we could have. It's not because we haven't got many things. We've got loads of parts. It's just that the base system is so big and expandable that even though we've got all these, there's still so many others we could get.
I
So
would
it's
say
like,
one
yeah.
thing that's important, or that I could see being improved on, is a lot of times if, for instance, with the talk of cities and things like that, it's hard to make a city just because of right now there's so many restrictions on, for instance, the lag, the crashing, and things like that. You can only build, if they're large buildings, 1 or 2 large buildings is about as much as you can put down before it really starts to take a toll on, at least on console, on your performance. I think that would be really big.
Well, I want to address that is in Atlas Rises, it was only one 2,000 complexity point base per system. And
true.
when Next came, it opened it up to where we could build like civilizations like the Coda Hub and the UAS and the Galactic Hub and have so many bases on one planet. And I don't know if they quite expected that for that much that much complexity to drop in on one area. But I look at the jump we made from Atlas Rises into Next with the building capacity and the game being able to handle the complexity of the bases, and I think, well, they've had a year to work on Beyond since Next. I don't put nothing past Hello Games. I really don't. They caught me flat-footed on Next. I didn't think that we would get as much as we did with Next.
Plus, aren't they doing the Vulcan thing to make things?
Right, and they know as time goes on. I mean, obviously, I think they can see more and more that they're getting ready. They're going to implement better multiplayer features, better base building for larger groups of players because larger groups of players are starting to form.
Yep.
Even pre-Vulcan, they could definitely do small-scale towns. Bigger than we can build now, because if they're doing it via procedurally generated towns and stuff, they don't need to be as singular pieces and modular as the system is now. So they'd make larger textures with lower detail, and it would be way less resources to maintain.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like they could just add buildings instead of trees. It's just like they do the same.
Well, and there's good potential that if they do enhance base complexity as far as the parts that you can use, they very well need to do a texture map overhaul and downgrade a little bit of the texture on the parts to optimize the ability to grow your base or your outpost, make it larger than what it currently is, and not only that, but how these bases are being built, how close together the communities are building to one another, right? I mean, right now, and it's really weird. I'm not sure why he set it up the way he did. I really like the way Boundless incorporates their base building, because right now when you throw down a base terminal and you activate it, it gives you a radius to build in, right? But if somebody else throws down another base terminal, they have to butt up. You know, they can't build within your build area. They can butt up to it, but they can't build within it, right? So what happens is if you get 4 people building in the same area, and all these base terminals are meeting, you end up with dead space in between all 4 base terminals, right? So it's not real good continuity as to where if they would have allowed base building to be done within like a square area, then bases could join to one another fluidly.
I see what you're saying.
Right?
Yeah,
they could flow, right? And then you could have like paved streets or paved roads, or you could have, you know, I don't know. It would look more like a city than what it would currently have.
Well, then too, like with Boundless, it's more voxel of the build parts and whatnot, and it's kind of to reiterate what Zane was saying. You know, larger, less complex graphics pieces would help the complexity. Like you said, like you saying there, Vargul, about Boundless. You know, Boundless is a beautiful game. I really enjoyed playing it when I was playing it, but like I said, the pieces were a lot larger, less detailed pieces that you were building with.
Right, and the quantity of those pieces and how they're integrated into your build actually help you build texture within your base. You know what I mean? By changing variation of color and so on and so forth.
Yep.
So yeah, you're right. It doesn't have to be high-tech detail. They could downgrade the texture map quality, but still make it look really cool. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think they're going to redo a lot of the base building and beyond. I think we're going to be in a big shock, almost like how they redid everything with Next, as far as how you crafted things, what resources did what. I think we're going to have that kind of shock and beyond when it comes to building.
Yeah, it'll be like an unofficial fourth pillar.
Fourth?
I'd like it to
like an unnamed fourth pillar.
I think it'll be third.
And I want to draw some attention there.
Oh, you mean
okay?
I see what you're saying.
Chat there, Cobra, Hidden Panda Show finally showed his face.
Oh, Hidden Panda Show finally put on his his outfit. Thank you so much, Hidden Panda. I miss having that guy on the show. He's like one of my favorite guests. I wish he'd call in more. He's probably just sitting there. He probably could call in. Oh, punk.
We love you, Panda.
I do. I love you, buddy. We got another caller just joined us. Cam, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah. Hello. Okay. Sorry. I'm just a bit nervous, I guess.
It's okay.
So there's this one thing I was talking to with, who's the guy who keeps getting bumped out the call and stuff?
Steve.
Captain Steve.
Oh, he's out of the call again. Where is he?
Yeah, I was so.
Oh,
I was talking to him about this idea I had relating to sort of the Sentinel thing, how Sentinels could have more activity and be more hostile and stuff. So I was thinking, like, maybe what if they were like Sentinel-controlled systems with just Sentinels everywhere and just Sentinel space stations, maybe a new form of humanoid Sentinel. And
ooh, that'd be so cool, man, like a Terminator.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be freaking awesome, dude.
Galactic style.
Yeah.
We need Cylons, damn it.
We're not be like Voltron, man. They all start connecting and make one huge Sentinel. It takes like a dozen of us to take out, man.
Yeah, but
Now,
also,
hey, I would love to see more variation of Sentinels other than just the 3 or 4 that we currently have. We have the starfighters out in space, and then we have their freighter ship, but then we have the 3 that are on the planet. But I would like to see more diverse variations of Sentinels.
Me too.
Yeah. Also, like, this goes into a different idea that I'll talk about in like a few seconds, but maybe there could be Sentinel standing or whatever, and you'd get access to hostile Sentinel planets and all sort of new stuff. And the thing I just said I was going to talk about in like a few seconds, so maybe you could have maybe certain things that earn standing with another race could lower standing with a different race, like helping out the Viking could lower your standing with the Sentinels and make them more hostile towards you, and all that stuff.
Faction building, yes.
Yeah.
Allowing
I
for
want-
betrayal against your species.
Yeah. Real factional consequences.
And if they could raid us, we should be able to raid them. So Sentinel motherships, so the just freighters.
So that we can finally build beautiful relationships with our Gek friends.
No, he didn't.
And smell the sweet stench of victory.
You're in the wrong bar. Get out. Where's my bouncers?
Get your switch, Cobra.
Cobra, put the multi-tool on safety, man. Put it on safety. He was joking. Don't shoot.
Set to stun.
Hey, let me ask this, Cobra. Let me. Do you think it's possible? Like, at the core, No Man's Sky is basically an exploration survival game. I mean, that's really what it is. But there's elements, and he even said this pre-launch when he was doing interviews and stuff, that it would touch on other forms of gameplay, like first-person shooters or RPGs or whatnot, right? But do you ever think? I mean, you can be a jack of all trades, but you won't really be a master of any of them, right? So you start dumping resources to one aspect of the game, and then it starts taking on that form, and you have to sacrifice other elements from other parts of the game. So knowing that No Man's Sky is an exploration survival game, I don't ever really think, as badly as we want to see some of this stuff, I don't think it'll ever be a first-person shooter. And I definitely don't think it'll ever be an MMO, and it'll never, ever really truly be an RPG that you would tip.
I feel what you're saying. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's one of them games where you can just do what you want in it, can't you? I mean, some people like base building, like me. That's my highlight at game. But then other people don't like base building, so they'd rather explore.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it'll ever be like a full-fledged MMO. But I think what they're going to try to do is find a nice medium to where... Because No Man's Sky is based on community, right? And I kind of feel like they want that community to spill over into the game as much as they can. So
Can I suggest, someone said earlier about PvP, how you can just turn it off in options. But I think if they add systems, like a different colour system, which was just that you couldn't turn off PvP in that system, that'd be a good way to do it.
Or specifically sanctuaries, so systems where you were safe, where the rest of it's blood all the time.
Like a complex system.
If they introduce a new colour, I think we've got like white systems, yellow, green and red at the minute. If we then just introduce purple, where it's always PvP, but you can find good loot and stuff.
Well, you know, I used to play this mobile app, and they had one of the most awesome PvP setups. It was based off aggression rating. So, like say me and Zane attacked. I attacked Zane. I would gain an aggression rating where he wouldn't if I attacked him. And through me having that aggression rating, once I hit a certain level, those without aggression rating would be able to attack me and not gain no aggression rating because I was at a certain level of aggression. And if they would implement something like that, it would be a self-monitoring system or a self-cleaning system, because basically you'd be a free target if you got to a certain point.
Right. We got Steve coming back into the chat. Steve, I temporarily gave you Patreon access, so that way now you can just come back in. You don't have to be pulled back in if you get kicked out.
Phew, thank you for that. Cobra, just in case I do get cut off or anything, I've just done your Scientology image that you asked for. So you've now got Sean riding a whale with a Gek.
Yeah. No, he's got him chained.
Yeah, he's got him in a chain. I put it on Twitter for you.
Oh, you did something on Twitter. Let's see what this is. We got to see what this is real quick.
I've just tagged you in it, so hopefully you can see it.
Hey, I've got to head out, guys. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
All right, Razor.
Okay, buddy. Take care, man.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Oh, we got something really cool here from our lad. Got it on the screen here real quick before I go check out your thing, Steve.
Cool.
This is really cool. Good artwork, man. This is amazing, our lad. And then did you message it or just tweet it at me?
Nice one, dude.
There we go. Wait, why is Colt spelled with an O?
Oh no, I spelled something wrong. I'm crap at spelling. Right, hold on. And it's early.
That's an amazing picture. I love it. Thank you so much, buddy. I'm gonna retweet
to be
this
fair,
right now.
It's definitely not a cult. So it's fine.
Yeah. Oh wait, that just makes it a cult because it's not actually a cult. It's a cult, but it's not a cult.
Words. Yeah, I did that on purpose, Cobra. Yeah.
So that way, you're technically not lying. Wait, but it's not really a cult.
Now it's just a group of people really.
I love it. I am retweeting this.
horses.
Don't delete this. I like the fact that it says COLT because
okay.
Yeah,
it's not a cult, but it is definitely a cult.
It's freaking hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, guys. Now it's just a group of people really enthusiastic about horses.
There you go.
Oh, good.
Glad you like it.
Okay. I think that that pretty much puts a period at the end of the sentence for tonight.
It's not a cult, it's just a group of guys sacrificing to our Lord and Savior Sean Murray.
Yeah.
Drinking coppery liquids.
Yeah, I
failed to It's not a cult if you don't call it a cult.
Right.
If you spell it wrong.
Yeah, buddy.
A gathering of like-minded individuals. Sorry, Kara.
Somebody was about to say something. Who was it?
It was me. I was finding out if you had an after show going on tonight.
I don't think so tonight. There's a couple things I want to work on. I want to get my new Revenge of the Survivor uploaded or done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had some stuff to talk about on the after show, but that's all good. Probably next week.
I really like your after shows, Cobra. Those were kind of cool.
Really?
I do.
Yeah.
I'll sit here even after we get off the phone here. Man, I'll sit here and play No Man's Sky for hours just listening to your after show party, dude. That's badass.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll start doing them regularly again. I do have 2 nights off a week, and I don't do any streaming on one of the nights off because it's so erratic. It's always different. Friday's the only day that's etched in stone. So I can't schedule for the other show. So maybe we will do something on the other day off.
The other thing is that I wanted to say I am sorry for disappearing. That is
you better be sorry for disappearing. The last I seen of you, you were like, guys, I'm gonna leave the internet because I don't want to see any Avengers Endgame spoilers, so bye. And then you were gone.
Yeah, and there's a ton of crap with all E3 and everything. And E3 got me riled up too, and everything like that. And yeah, I just had enough of the community. I had to do some gamer soul searching, I guess you could say.
Wasn't E3 absolutely horrible this year?
It was good. I enjoyed Square's and Nintendo's, and see that comes from me being more of a Nintendo fan. You know what I mean? That kind of gets in there. So yeah, 7 was good. 7 remake was awesome to see.
I think there were very few games that I was remotely interested in from this E3.
Yeah, it definitely didn't have that E3 feel to it for me.
Well, I mean, Keanu.
that was the highlight for me. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I done told everybody I'm not taking Cobra's advice on Final Fantasy VII. I'm gonna say, hey, wait, watch me pre-order this.
Wait, watch, buy. Wait, watch.
No.
You're dealing with an industry that wants to steal from you.
That is true.
No.
Yes, yes.
Hey, Final Fantasy VII is gonna have to happen.
Dude, you lead a cult?
It's not a cult. It's not a cult.
It's not a cult. It's a cult, but it's not a cult.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
I was gonna say,
quote of the night, guys.
We just like praising Sean Murray under a full moon, okay?
Riding a space whale with his pet gay. That he called Winterberry.
Winterberry.
Oh man.
Man, I was gonna say I got last month I got my Oculus Quest in. I got lost in that thing, man. I can't get out of VR at this point. I got a lot to talk about on the after show, just the possibilities that you can have even with a $400 VR headset.
Dude,
So-
I'm telling you, my experience with that VR, even as brief as it was just amazing. Oh my god. I can't wait. I can't wait to buy my VR headset, dude.
Yeah,
Guys.
I'm gonna have to do a lot with No Man's Sky.
I want
VR.
any Cobra that's not subscribed to Sword. Do you see how close this amazing, beautiful man is to being at 1,000 subscribers?
Ooh, yeah.
You know how
That was
hard
really crazy.
Sword has been working, how much he has been streaming for us, how much entertainment he has given us over the since Next. Do you realize this? And come on, we are almost there, almost to 1,000. I want to see it happen, and when it does happen, we're going to throw a party here on Cobra TV. I'm going to get cake.
Nice.
I'm going to get beer, and I'll get drunk.
Are you gonna sing?
Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Let me take that back. We'll get cake.
Yeah, that's probably not the best.
This is a family show. We'll get cake.
And
Yeah.
just for everybody's, just to update everybody, I am almost like at like 70% got Mrs. Sword convinced into streaming with me that day.
Yes.
Ooh.
Hashtag Mrs. Sword.
Oh yeah, I've about got her. I'm working on her, guys. I'm working her. I want her to come on camera with me and do like the 1,000 subscriber party. And how cool would that be? Do that on Cobra TV. Awesome.
You guys will both have to dance.
Well, if multiplayer comes out, you could both have like a multiplayer series together where you both play together and you teach her the ropes.
She can't touch my PC. There's things that come in between marriages. Don't touch the PC. Stay away.
We need 11 more for him to be at 900.
My goodness.
I'm pretty sure there's 11
You guys gotta
people
push
here.
him over
We're
tonight.
Constellation. Listen
Yeah,
to
you
me.
guys gotta
This
push
is
him
not
over
just
tonight.
for Sword. This is for every one of you that's in the chat. If you upload No Man's Sky, that chat room is yours. You're allowed to say, I upload videos. You're allowed to advertise yourself in that chat. That chat is yours. It's not mine. The mods will keep it clean from people saying bad stuff, but that chat is for you to advertise your channels. We're a constellation, so let's connect those dots and reach out to our neighbors here and subscribe to each other. That's what we're about. That's what this community is about. So reach out to everybody. If you stream, all you got to do is simply say, I upload videos in the chat there, and people can click those 3 little dots by your name, go to your channel, and subscribe to you. We also have a self-promotion in the Discord that you're allowed to post and spam all of your stuff. I mean, you could sit there and just spam away your videos and our self-promotion on our Discord. That's for you. So you're also allowed to come on the show and advertise your channel while you're on the show. We had Zane's World on tonight. Zane, can you post Zane's link if you have it ready, Sword, in the chat? Zane is amazing. If you need to know something about No Man's Sky, Zane, go check out Zane, please.
Oh, thank you, man.
You will not be sorry. Go check out Zane. He's a mastermind at figuring out tips and tricks for the game. Very good channel. He just hit 20,000 subscribers. Sword, you're 4 away from 900.
My goodness. Thank you, guys.
Nice.
4 away.
Here you go, guys. Here's the Galactic Calculator as well.
And we also have Captain Steve on the show with us tonight. He's also a streamer. And in the future, if you guys want to come on the show and advertise your channels, call into the show. Just call right in. Be like, hey, Cobra, I just want to talk about my YouTube channel. And we'll take a look at your channel. We'll go over and we'll take a look at it, and we'll see if we can get some people to join your community as well. That's what this is about. You guys have been here for a very, very long time, and I want to try and give something back by trying helping people out in the community. That's all this is about. So just remember those rules. The chat is yours. The subcast is yours. The Discord, post it in self-promotion like crazy. And I just want to help out as much as I can.
So one thing before you end the stream, what's going on with Convergence, by the by?
It's still on for the set dates.
Okay.
I haven't gotten ready for it. It'll be a last week thing like the last time.
Hey, I do have to go in a minute. Do you care if I shout something out real quick?
You sure can, buddy.
Alright, I just wanted to shout out, or kind of talk a little bit real quick about my civilization that I just launched. Basically, it's called the Celestial Kingdoms, and it works a lot like the series Game of Thrones. So we occupy one star system, and inside that system, each planet is controlled by a different faction. So each planet is controlled by like a house or whatever, and these like factions can war with each other, they can work together, they can trade with each other, and basically the players get to decide how to rule their factions.
That sounds interesting, bro. How do we learn more about this?
I have a Wikipedia page on Gamepedia, and also there's we have a Discord as well.
The No Man's Sky podcast.
Those are probably the basic two ways.
Like 40,000 subscribers.
Go ahead and give me the links for that.
All right.
I hear somebody talking about me.
Yes.
Stole my stick.
Yeah, just message me here on Discord, and I'll throw those links in the chat.
Gotcha. I'll send them over right now.
My goodness, guys. Thank you all for that.
Oh, nice.
What's
that?
Very cool. Show them how to play.
Oh, 900! He just hit 900.
man.
Thank you so much,
Congratulations.
Cobros. 100 away from 1,000 subscribers. This man deserves it.
goodness,
Thank you
guys.
so much, guys.
And I think Marcus G, thank you, dude, for the subscription. That's the one that, latest one that popped up. I believe he was Mr. 900.
Oh,
Very, very cool.
901 now.
congratulations, man.
Sword, you're almost there, buddy. You're almost there, man.
Job, totally.
So well deserved.
Good, you guys.
Um,
This community, guys. Best in gaming.
Captain Steve, thank you so much for that super chat, bro.
No problem. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
all you do for the community, Cobra.
Yeah, man. 07 to Captain Steve in the chat, guys. So,
I was gonna say,
hold on. I just want to say I put the links in the chat for the Discord and for the Gamepedia.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. So, guys, check out those links if you're interested in what he was just talking about. It sounds pretty amazing. I'm going to check it out.
Appreciate it.
So the whole alien invasion thing that someone was talking about earlier,
Yeah.
that comes from EVE Online. It's a PC gaming article that just came out, a PC Gamer article. It says EVE Online is in chaos after an unprecedented alien invasion.
Hello?
That sounds pretty cool. Who's this?
Are you in?
Yeah.
Are you in?
Who's talking? Who's talking?
With you.
With me?
That's Cam.
Huh? What?
No, that's not Cam.
It's actually, this is what I was on about for a start.
Okay. I lost track of thought. What was last said?
Something about
alien
Eve
invasion.
and aliens.
Oh, the alien
yeah,
invasion.
alien
Yes.
invasion.
Okay, so there's some sort of
Eve.
alien invasion in Eve.
Yeah, in EVE Online, like there's a completely new race or something, and the empires are trying to defend their territory and everything like that. And it's
Ooh,
just
that sounds
crazy.
cool.
Yeah.
That needs to happen in No Man's Sky with the first spawn.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually had. I was planning on getting that out for the Convergence. I had this crazy script written up of a mini movie, a mini feature in No Man's Sky that a bunch of No Man's Sky celebrities would star in, and it would basically be taking down a first spawn sympathizer group.
Ooh, cool.
I just haven't gotten finished it. So
very awesome, dude. I can't wait to see that. Zane, you also have a Patreon, right?
Yeah. Patreon.com/Zane's World.
Okay, awesome. If you guys want to support Zane, Sword's also got a Patreon. He doesn't want me to mention it, but I'm doing it. No. After you support these guys, then consider mine. Then
Panda
consider
shows up. A random panda appeared.
Here you go, guys. This is the Zane's World Patreon link, I believe.
Oh, wait! Panda's on the show. Where's
what?
He's on mute.
Yep.
Ah, there he is.
Hey,
Panda.
What's up, my big old fluffy friend?
What is going on?
What's going on, buddy? How are you?
Doing well. I just wanted to jump in and congratulate Sword on 900 subscribers tonight. Well deserved.
905.
We love you.
Dude.
Oh wow, already.
Good job, Sword.
Oh my goodness, guys.
Yes. 905. You guys are amazing.
Yes, you all are.
The only reason he comes on the show is to congratulate Sword. That's sad. I feel bad for you, Cobra.
Wait a minute. Let me think about that for a second.
No. Let me go ahead and give y'all a little backstory about mine and Panda's relationship. Old Sword would not have ever streamed if it wouldn't have been for the Hidden Panda show and Panda Poopy there in the Discord talking me into it. He's the one. He was the very first person that convinced, or the only person really that convinced me into even going live for the first time.
Awesome.
Panda the Catalyst.
Oh yeah, blame it on Panda. Yeah.
Yep.
There was just something so sultry about that southern accent. Everybody just had to hear it.
I tell you what, guys. Some of the old intros that I used to have for the show here, and one of the best videos I ever made was Sean Murray stating that the game wasn't going to be done when it launched, and then I had Hidden Panda, how he was just ranting about how people were talking about this game and driving new members of our community away, new potential members of our community away. And Panda has had some of the best speeches on this show. And I think he doesn't come on anymore because I use a lot of what he says. Because he's just that cool. So Hidden Panda, that's in the chat, go check out his YouTube channel as well because he's amazing.
Oh yeah, if you ain't subbed to Panda, y'all just missing out, guys.
Now, word through the grapevine is I heard that channel's trash. Just keep subbing Sword's channel.
No, you're better.
And big shout out to Zane's World as well. Great content from Zane's World. You guys both are a big inspiration. So thank you for what you do for the community.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, dude. And big congratulations on that 20K, buddy.
I think that's going to do it for tonight's show. I want to thank everybody that called in tonight. You guys are absolutely amazing. Great callers. Zane, thank you so much for being on the show tonight.
Thank you for having me, man. Really enjoyed it.
And
hey,
Cam.
Cobra, can I say one last thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say I'm a big supporter of your show, your channel. The other night while I was streaming, I was wearing a Wrong Button t-shirt, official Cobra merch. I always say we are a constellation in my live streams. I mean it. The community means it. Thank you for everything you've contributed to the No Man's Sky community and help keeping this game alive. I think that it's still around today in large part because of what you do.
Well said.
I'm clipping that. That was amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you, Panda. Thank you, buddy. Oh, he put himself on mute. Ah! Okay, Cam. Cam was nervous when he came onto the show, and I just want to say, Cam, you were an amazing guest tonight. and it was a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
I was nervous too, man. Don't worry about it.
I'm nervous every time I stream.
Don't really talk much.
Jess Garcia's freaking out in the chat saying Colt, C-O-L-T.
Oh, yeah. It's the cult.
There's a story behind it. You have to go back and watch.
No, Jess, it's definitely a cult, not a cult. Don't worry.
It's not a cult.
It's a cult.
No, it's not. It's a cult.
But it's not that either. All right, guys, thank you so much for showing up in the chat tonight. You guys are amazing. And we're going to start streaming on the other day off, too. I think it's going to be a little bit different than the Subcast, though. I really want to start doing the Galactic Thunderdome. So I'm going to get in game here and see why it was crashing. And we might have to spread out to some of the other star systems next door. I think that's a smart idea. So other than that, guys, I will see you all in the next video, and post your pictures. Tweet at me your pictures of your bases in the Cult of the Atlas. I'm going to be making a video. Title it Kota Base, and then tweet it at me. And I'll save those pictures, and make sure that you somehow... You know what? I will just... never mind. I'll figure out a way to make sure I give credit for... make sure people know it's yours. But other than that, subscribe to everybody. There's Lutastic. Subscribe to Lutastic. He just showed up as the show's ending.
What's up, Jared?
But we're going to go ahead and get off here. Good night, everybody. Stay safe. And play No Man's Sky. Keep playing.
Thank you all, guys.
Good night. See ya.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Bye, chums.